Welcome everyone. And this is Saturday Evening Chats number 57. We are joined again this evening by our co-host extraordinaire, Mr. DM Foss. Welcome.
Howdy.
So you're gonna have your live stream tonight or tomorrow morning, whichever you want to look at it.
Yes.
So that'll be a. I saw your thumbnail for it. Should be a pretty darn interesting topic.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where it's gonna go, but Bert and I were talking after the last chat. It somehow got talking about it, and he suggested it. Um, so I figured, why not?
Oh yeah. I sent I sent more links out to other people, but I'm not sure if anyone's gonna come hang out with us. But uh, I know Guns and Barbecue is gonna do his first ever Saturday evening like barbecue tonight chat, whatever you want to call it. So
Yeah, I think that's at 6 o'clock our time.
uh, something like that, or 5:30.
5:30 our time.
Yeah, yeah. So he's gonna start like about a half hour before Rich White normally does his wrestling chat, and this way Mr. Rich White can start quirking him. So it looks like Defense Dad was first out in the crowd, then Brownies for My Fat, Kingpin, Rich White, Vanessa Kitty, and Southpaw RX are all out there. So welcome everyone. I don't know the, the way the way Oregon is going about their anti-gun laws. Uh, I may have to think about relocating out of the state.
Yeah, what was that last thing that just happened?
Well, so Senate Bill 554 uh, passed and went into the House, and so that is like a pretty shitty bill. So pretty much any county building, city building, or anything like that, airport, whatever, they can decide yes or no on if they're going to allow firearms. Um, so you could have a city building next to a county building. The city building say no, but the county building say yes. And depending upon where you're standing on the sidewalk, you could be a felon.
Sweet.
So yeah, it's gonna make it almost impossible to know um, what's gonna be going on. And then, so it was uh, sitting in committee, and there was supposed to be um, hearings so that the public could comment and everything. Well, then they like shut down the Senate and everything, the House, the Senate, and because of COVID, um, and then kept okay. Well, we're gonna hear it. No, we're not gonna hear it. We're gonna hear it. Bouncing it back and forth, and crap like that. Everything's gonna be over like Zoom and everything. And then they decided to like go in and amend it with some other crap from a House bill, so that it'll pretty much take Oregon's preemptive law out of effect. And so, not only would you not know um, what, like, if the school is allowing firearms, or not, um, you're gonna have to start thinking, okay, well, does this city or does this county allow you to have firearms in it? You know, so it could change based upon your geographical location on whether or not they're going to allow firearms.
Do the signs hold the weight of law on businesses for Oregon?
No,
I
no,
mean,
they
other
don't.
than what they're proposing now.
Well, even what they're proposing, it it doesn't do anything about having the no gun sign for like businesses. It only affects like airports, city buildings, county buildings, government buildings and stuff and contracted government buildings. Um, so like if you had a private office suite, that was in a building and stuff, and there just happened to be, you know, an office in that same building that was government, a government, um, they could make that whole entire building off limits to firearms based upon the fact that there's one office that's being rented out by a government agency. But the parking lot, I do believe parking lot and parking garages will still be um, okay for now. So in the original, uh, if you even like, if it would have passed, if you like went to the airport to pick somebody up and you weren't thinking about it, and, you had a firearm in your vehicle or on your person, you never get out of your vehicle, and somebody just happened to see that there was a firearm, you could have been charged with a felony. So they changed the wording of that to, allow for a situation like that.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to what Washington just passed, where you can't open carry when there's a permitted event at a permitted event.
Yeah.
But if you're adjacent to the permitted event, what happens?
Well, but like under Senate Bill 554, even if you are a concealed carry holder, um, and your firearm is concealed, it used to be you could go into certain government buildings, um, and you wouldn't face any problems because you were legally able to do that. So under this, it would take that ability away. Um, so you couldn't even go to the Capitol, where you used to be able to open carry on Capitol grounds, but you couldn't open carry inside the building, but you could conceal carry inside the building. But now you won't be able to do that. So you won't even, if you go to the Capitol or whatever, and there's a mostful peaceful protest going on outside, you can't protect yourself. So I see we are joined out in the crowd by Mr. Mad Sexy. Welcome. So, yeah. Now, in the county that I'm in, it's a 2A sanctuary county. But again, you know, who knows what. Just because the county is doesn't mean that, you know, the city will follow that. You know, you have your local police that may decide, you know, we're going to do what we're told.
Yeah, Vanessa Kitty's saying that it's the same thing that happened in her state.
Yeah. So I see we got Andrew Faulkner out there. So, Mad Sexy, what's your question? Moo is out in the crowd. Well, welcome. Let's. So, what's new in the Washington area?
Not much. It's raining.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting rain. Allegedly, we're a 100% chance of rain, but now it's changed. That now it will be a 55% chance of rain at like 6 o'clock, but at 7 o'clock, it's only a 30% chance. Yeah. Yes. So Vanessa Kitty says the government, institutional lands, and buildings after January 6 will become extremely fortified castles like of old. If you're not a politician, you will be barred from entry. So, waiting to see if Matt is going to ask his question. But, yeah. So, we have the media and most politicians that love to run after the firearm anytime a firearm is used in any kind of a crime. So earlier this week, I think it was Thursday or so, a person who may not have been mentally stable was driving super aggressive, weaving in and out of traffic, speeding, burning out and crap like that. He had California plates, and so a bunch of people called law enforcement and got into a high-speed chase. And the guy decided to weave over into oncoming traffic and had a 3-person fatality accident. Killed himself and took 2 innocent people. I believe it was a father and son. The son was like 54. The older guy was, I think, 70, in his 70s, 78, I think it was. They're just driving down the Oregon coast on 101, and who knows what they were doing, if they were on vacation, if they were coming back from a doctor's or whatever. Well, they lost their life. And no one's blaming that we need to start taking cars away from people.
Yeah.
It's just, kind of funny how you're going to pick and choose just because a crazed person uses a certain type of object to commit a crime and kill people. Then it's the object's fault. But if it's a different object, then it's the person's fault. Or it's the cop's fault. The cops are at blame for whatever. When did we switch from having personal responsibility?
A long time ago.
Yeah, it's personal responsibility based upon what the media decides who should be at fault.
Well, that's the big thing is that's the big news. That's what everybody says, and it's it can be a couple stories on something, but everybody, all the news and social media are all repeating it, so it makes it seem like it's thousands of things going on when it's a handful maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Mad's question was, remember the AT&T bombing? Ain't it weird how after the election it just kind of disappeared? No one has any updates. That. So even at the time that happened, it was a diversion. That was the whole entire thing. It was to divert attention away from what was going on at the time. And it did its job. Honestly. So we have Thoughts of an Old Soldier out there. Gun-toting pacifist, NEPA Gun Talk. Welcome, everyone. So, yeah, so, um, I know there's, I think it's on the federal level that they are trying to um, like change certain parts of the NICS system so that um, if you know, because a lot of the mental issues are disqualifiers, and so it's been brought up that some of that, some of those should not be disqualifiers because you have people that are truly able to go get help, get you know everything under control, and become back to being a functioning member of society, versus some that will never. I mean, they get help, but then once they start feeling good, then they stop taking their medication. Like schizophrenics, they're notorious for that part of it. They start feeling really good, and so they stop taking their medication, and then it's just a vicious cycle. Um, Unfortunately, you know people lose their constitutional rights um, that should never have lost them. And I know I've talked many a times about it. And again, we were talking earlier that, and so I'm going to love to hear your point of view on this later tonight, because I'm not going to get into it and screw up your show tonight. So, um, yeah, I'll definitely love to hear how you discuss the restoration of rights and stuff. So, um, if there's anyone out in the crowd that wants to come on and discuss anything with us, say something. I can either shoot you an email link, or I can just post it out in the crowd. So I see we got Patriot in the Dark. Um, he's been doing some awesome video series. So hopefully everyone's paying attention to those, because they're definitely very valid at this time, and any time, truly. But listening to like when he did the presidential final report, that was a great series. Um, the Constitution that he just finished, which was a 4-parter, awesome. So definitely check out those series. I see we got Mystic Guns out there, and Jerry Parker. So welcome everyone. I know if you guys don't watch Thoughts of an Old Soldier, you really should. He puts out pretty much Monday through Friday very great videos, and most of them are very thought provoking, um, and informative on kinds of stuff that that you may want to add to your library. Books and stuff that could very well help just help better you with everything that's going on. Plus, just help you to understand more things. So definitely check out his stuff. So amazing. The house should be so last year his house was struck by lightning and it had a slow burn in the attic, which I think it was contained to only the attic, but it totaled out the entire house. And so him and his wife have been in a travel trailer while they dealt with the insurance and information, and were able to get the house back. And so amazing that you'll have your house hopefully next week. So within maybe a couple weeks, you'll actually be back into your new home, and can't wait to see a video of the master suite, especially the free bathtub that you're getting. So when they did all that, they screwed up and put a claw foot tub in the bathroom, thinking it was part of the order, but he never ordered it, and so now it's free. So sometimes you get lucky. So so we've got Fiend Dog out in the crowd. Welcome. Yeah. I was hoping we would get Many Faces on here. He's a smaller YouTuber trying to come up. Looks like he's kind of a younger guy. Unfortunately, he's caught behind the commie lines of California, but he's been doing some pretty good videos. I think he's got 50 or 52 subscribers. So he's definitely worth a check out and see how you like him. Thank you for throwing his link out there, Foss.
No problem.
So yes, I'm gonna. Well, speak of Mr. Manny Faces, and he shows up. So Mikojo, welcome. Link is definitely, I just threw it out there. If you guys want to jump in, say hello or anything, go ahead, click on the StreamYard link.
Yeah, if you've never been in a chat and you've always wanted to try, jump on in. It's a really easy landing spot.
Yeah. So I see we got Warsaw Patriot out there. So thank you, gun-toting pacifist. So Warsaw asks have you ever been delayed for 2 weeks or longer for your order to be shipped? So right now there's a lot of businesses that are not full staff, um, and so something has to give. You know, do they give? Does production give? And then they're not able to produce as much so that they can ship stuff out, or does shipping give so they stay producing stuff and you know get as much out as they can? And so I work in manufacturing. I do food manufacturing, and to ship to somebody that may order, say, one pallet of product versus shipping to somebody that orders a full truckload. Um, Sometimes it's a lot harder to find a truck that's willing to take just one pallet versus a truck that's willing to take an entire load. Um, Trying to, stop multiple different places and drop all different things off, that takes, and you're not going to make as much money as if you can get a full load going to one single place. Now, thinking about that on a even smaller shipping scale, as in a business that's shipping a single package to 100 million people versus that same company shipping a full truckload out to a big box store, um, distribution center, which then that distribution center can break it up and send it out to their stores. You know, uh, you know, the prioritizing is kind of where it's at, unfortunately. Um, until we have things changed in the federal system where you're making more money sitting on your ass on unemployment than you are getting back to work, um, things are going to keep lagging. Um, Restaurants are going to either stay closed or people are going to be bitching because they got to wait, an hour and a half for a meal that should have taken 20 minutes. Um, Ammo companies, you know, if they can't have employees to help um, in the production and in the fulfilling orders and then getting it onto shipping it, everything slows down. And that's just part of your supply chain. And so to get people back to work, um, is a hard thing to do when you're guaranteed you're going to get what, $300-$400 extra a week from the federal government. So you're talking $1,200 to $1,600 extra on top of whatever your unemployment benefits are. So if you say you get $500 a week regular unemployment, plus you're getting that $300-$400 extra, you're talking, $800 to $900 a week. Where if you're working at McDonald's or someplace like that, you're not probably making $900 after taxes in 2 weeks. So what's the incentive to go back to work? You know, you got any thoughts on this, Foss? Because I know you work in a little different industry, but kind of the same at the same time.
Well, it's hard to know, like in his specific situation, because you know, is it they don't have the part in, so they're waiting for the part to ship it out, or they're backlogged that far shipping what they have out. So it's hard to speak on his specific thing, but
Yeah, that's kind of why I went with an overall broader to try narrowing it down to a specific. I can't speak for any individual company.
I don't know. There's sometimes where I'm okay waiting if it's something I don't need right now, but it's something I want, and I'm fine with whenever it shows up. It shows up. Most of the time, I'm not that patient, so like I would probably cancel the order and try and find it somewhere else. But since it's Warsaw, it might be some special commie sites that are hard to find, so he might not have any other options. Yeah, he said they
Yeah,
don't
they're
even
waiting.
have it in.
Yeah, and so depending upon where they're getting it, if it's coming in from overseas, customs is a bitch. Uh, Honestly, dealing with customs is just a pain in the ass. Um, Shipping out or receiving in, if you're having to bring stuff in from out of the country or shipping out of the country, you better make sure every I is dotted correctly. It better not be off a millimeter. That T had better be crossed just perfectly. You better know if it's a capital J or if it's a lowercase j, because it better be done perfect. Otherwise, they're going to refuse the entire friggin' paperwork and you're going to start all over again.
Yeah, and like I would get stuff from Japan, um, and this pre-COVID, it could be take a month or longer, or it could take a week. You know,
Yeah, I've had stuff that I ordered from overseas. So, the last two things I ordered from overseas: my dipstick that I had to get in from Dubai. I mean, really? A dipstick for a 1997 Nissan Pathfinder is sitting in Dubai? But, I mean, that thing cleared customs in, like, friggin' no time flat. I mean, it just went right through customs. The holster that I ordered sat in customs for a week. Yep. And like Mr. Mr. FNH says, stop being impatient. This is totally normal with all the panic buying nationwide. Uh, you might have been able, yep. So, yeah. Um, and I know, uh, especially with getting like AK parts, if you're ordering in, it can be really a pain in the ass, especially with our current administration talking about trying to ban certain import items. And so a lot of that stuff is being held at customs in limbo on if they're going to allow it into the country or if they're not, because they're waiting to find out if the crazed lunatic is going to decide to put out an executive order saying, "Oh hell no, we're not going to let any imports come in anymore." Yeah, Manny. So is everybody else in this in this world right now. Those are probably the two calibers that I haven't seen in quite a while. 9mm and 12 gauge. If you do find them, 9mm is like a buck around. That's if you find them online. And unfortunately, I don't think California can order online. Or they can. They just have to order it, ship it to an FFL, and then they got to go and pay that FFL even more fees to do a background check, plus whatever fees the FFL decides to slap on top of that ammo. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just go up to Cabela's every few weeks and see if they got anything in. From what I've heard, they've kind of started randomizing their trucks.
Yeah.
So it doesn't come in at a set day. I went up today and they had was some small rifle primers, and you could buy one box.
Yeah. So Andrew says companies shouldn't show as in stock until it's in their store. If it not, their list as pre-order. Now, so not saying it happens all the time, but you could have 10 items on, available, and within a second or two, 11 people order. And so one person gets put on a back list instead of getting it. Now, you could set your system up to not do back orders, and so then you hope and pray that it doesn't kick 2 orders, and you're sitting there with one single item. So you kind of have that issue also that could happen. So, I see the pros and cons of both situations. We are joined by Mr. Carolina EDC. Welcome.
What's up? What's going on?
Not much. You heading back home from South Carolina?
No, I went to a new range where my buddy, which is in front of me right now, and it's been raining. I'm all muddy and everything else. So yeah.
What was it? Not an indoor range?
Yeah, it's a gun club that he joined and just went with him.
So how'd you get muddy if it's at a gun range?
Well, it's
an outdoor.
Yeah, it's still outdoors. You still got to walk up and set up your targets, and it's real muddy. It's been raining all day.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like that road's a little wet.
Oh yeah.
So,
So what's new?
getting bombarded with anti-2A bills going on right now. And at the state level, and trying to keep a tab on those, especially the ghost gun one, because it's going to be so screwed up. I mean, that's going to pretty much make you an instant felon just for possession of any part that could possibly be a ghost gun.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's ridiculous. I'm about sick and tired of seeing all this stuff popping up.
So, Thoughts of an Old Soldier is asking, what part of Carolina are you in? He's normally in the North Carolina, but he has family in South Carolina.
Well, I live in North Carolina, but in the western region, close to the mountains.
Yeah, because I know Thoughts of an Old Soldier Lee, he's out there in, I believe, North Carolina. I think he's out in the Raleigh. No, not Raleigh.
I'm about 45 minutes from C4 Defense, and I'm not sure how far I'm from Obnoxious 1.
Yeah.
So I'm in between both. So.
Yep. I know exactly where you're at, but I'm not saying.
I don't care. But yeah, I'm in the small county. As you can see, there's the lumber yard.
Yeah, I forget. I think he's in Robeson County.
Rutherford County. Good old Rutherford County, right above Spartanburg, right across the state line,
Yeah.
South Carolina.
No, I think Thoughts of an Old Soldier. I think he's over in like Robinson County or something like that.
Oh,
Yep, Robinson or Robeson, Robeson County.
gotcha. Yeah, I'm about an hour from Charlotte and an hour from Asheville. So like I say, I'm right between each way. So
Yeah. Well, you could always sub to his channel, and he'd be a good guy to do some collabs with.
oh yeah. Got a few of them that want to collab right now, so I'm waiting for them to get up here. So
Yeah. He has his own private range on his property.
that's nice. That's what I like to have.
Yep.
Kind of
think-
hard to do your own private range and city limits. So
Oh yeah. Yep. I guess he's Lumberton is his county seat.
Okay.
And I guess Jerry Parker says that he's in Cumberland County. So I'm guessing he's a North Carolina guy too.
Nice.
So, damn. All you guys are over there in the North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
So,
So what else is new, other than these crazy politicians?
house hunting. Yep.
Oh, it's always fun.
Oh yeah.
Any
That's,
new pew-pews?
I have not. I did pick up an upper.
Okay.
for my AR build.
Nice.
I went with a 223 wild, 1 and 8 twist.
Nice.
So
Little by little, just getting it together.
I've got pretty much everything except for buffer tube, buffer spring, buffer weight, and the stock.
Well, I might have some of that stuff I can send you.
So that's the only stuff that I'm lacking of finishing off the build.
Let me check my box and see what I can find. I know I definitely have a stock in buffer tube, but I don't know about a buffer tube. I know I got buffer spring. I'll let you know.
Okay. Anything helps.
Yeah.
I was looking and I found a buffer weight, but they wanted like $130 fucking for the buffer weight.
Holy moly, what's it made out of gold?
I was like, screw this. I'll wait.
I think I paid like maybe $30 for 3.
Yeah.
I got a set of different weights.
I tell you, a good place to go look for inexpensive discounted parts is go to ar15discount.com. I've been getting a lot of parts from there at pretty good price.
Oh, we'll have to definitely look at that up. Manny says, I got a tube and buffer I can get to you. And spring.
Oh, nice.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All you need is stock then.
Yeah.
There you go.
And the stocks aren't that expensive.
I got one. I mean, if you're not particular on what stock you want, I know I got one from just a regular, mil
Yeah,
spec.
I was just looking at a mil spec. The buffer tube that I was looking at had the 6th position, but yeah, the buffer tube, I think it was like $30, which wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
I was like, but I might be able to find it. So,
Good deal. Yep.
Andrew says Primary Arms has the whole set for cheap. So, awesome. Welcome, Roro. So
how's it going, DM Foss?
Oh, it's going pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, I don't get much on live streams anymore now. Work got me busy, and the time that I do have, I have to do my stuff,
Oh yeah, you've been pumping out those videos.
Oh, trust me, I'm trying. I can't seem to catch up for save my life.
So, again, my channel, my email address is in my about section. I did post it out there, but yeah, I do keep my email there for anyone who decides they want to reach out to me. So, crap. Got an email from DJ Play Nice. So,
All right.
yeah. So how's work going?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going. It's still doing the COVID stuff, protocols, and everything that we have to do now. We have to test every week. Every employee has to test once a week. Yeah, that's fun. I mean, we get our tests pretty quickly. Turnaround's about 24 to 48 hours. So, but we got to do it every week. Still got to wear masks all day long. We have to wear masks at all times, unless you're eating or drinking. But yeah, good old fun.
You still on day shift, or they put you back on night shift?
No, I'm first shift. First shift, and I love it.
Yep. There's no way in hell I could do second shift or night shift anymore. I've been on days too damn long.
Well, this is my first job since I've been on first, and that's been probably over 15 years since I've been on first.
So, yeah, I've done every shift, and I used to be like, okay, I'm a second shifter. Give me that swing shift, or I don't want to work for you. Now I'm like, give me that day shift, or I don't want to work for you. You know, so.
I really don't care what shift I work as long as I got a job.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would take a graveyard if that was what I had to, if I was looking for a job, but luckily I have a great employer, and so I've been there going on 4 years.
That's good.
So.
Yeah, well, you know where I work at, so it's literally like around the corner from my house, so I don't have to travel anymore to work, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I want to move a little closer to work. This half-hour drive to and from work, so an hour drive every day.
Yeah.
50 miles round trip.
Yeah, that's nothing. I used to drive an hour and 10 minutes from work one way.
Yeah, no.
But
yeah, it was real.
What you gotta do.
What were you about to say, Foss?
I was gonna say it was really nice when we moved, because I had a 40-minute one-way drive, and now it's 10 minutes. So much nicer.
Well, what was it, last year? So during the pandemic, they decided they were going to tear up I-5, and there would be times that it was just quicker to take the old backcountry highway than it was to try getting on the freeway, because you could be sitting in a dead spot for like 45 minutes before they'd wave you through.
Dang.
And yeah, it was horrible. And they were doing all their construction at nighttime, so it was like 7 o'clock at night to 7 in the morning. Well, there's some of us that have to be at work by 5 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would leave. I'd give myself an extra half hour just in case there were traffic problems, and then in the winter when it snowed, then it'd be hour and a half, depending on how much snow there was.
Yep. Yep. You always gotta. That's why. I I have to be at work by 5, but I try to be on the company property at least 15, 20 minutes early. I don't want to be running in the door at the last second trying to hope and pray I make it to the time clock in time.
Yeah, I usually get there 15, 20 minutes early. Just I'll get there, get ready, maybe have a little snack before I start.
Yeah. So we got Wheeled and Well Armed out in the crowd. Makojo's out there.
Uh-oh.
DJ
That's
Play
purple.
Nice. Gun Loving Grandpa. So welcome everyone. Did you just get pulled over?
Nope. There are 2 cops flying by me.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say, damn. There's always a first on my channel. We got. I know. Can you turn the camera slightly so we can see the officers?
Yeah. Explain that to a cop when they put me. I got. Do you have a firearm? And would you, sir? Yeah, I got like 4 or 5 of them. Which one do you want?
Yep. You just say, by the way, officer, you are being live streamed at this time.
Yeah.
There may be multiple firearms in this vehicle. I do have a license. My hands are clearly present.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
But the thing is like, if you get pulled over and you have any kind of weapon in your vehicle, I don't care if it's a firearm, a knife, whatever. When the officer comes to the window, if you just tell him, hey, I have a pocket knife in my right pocket, most of the time they're going to just say, keep your hand away from that pocket, or whatever, because you're already being honest with them. So they're like, okay, well, I don't really have a threat.
Oh
yeah. So if you let them know, hey, I am a concealed carry holder. I have a license. I do have my firearm on me. 9 out of 10 times, they're just going to say, where's it located?
Yep.
And, you're going to tell them where it's located. They're going to say, okay, well, do you need to go anywhere near that area to get your identification? And if you say yes, they may ask you to step out of the vehicle. They may not, because you are already being honest with them. So I don't know. We've got Mr. Rob D joining us.
Hello, hello.
So how's the great state of New York going?
It's going. Had a nice day today.
No snow?
No, had some the other night. It didn't stick around, but just snowed a little bit. And then some sleet, I think, the next day. And other than that, finally warmed up a little bit. Today was like 70 or something. Or not 70, 60, but it felt like 70 or something. So that was nice. And it's going to get cold again. And next week's going to be nice. So they say.
Yeah, if it's over 24 hours, I just don't believe what they have to say. I mean...
Yeah, me neither. It's like tentative. It should be, maybe, but definitely double check and don't schedule anything until you check like 2 other apps.
Right. So we got Mr. Gun Websites out in the crowd. Welcome. So...
EDC smuggling guns and drugs.
Yeah.
Always, man.
The cops are chasing them.
Always. That's how you keep business running.
That's how you can afford that Ruger 1022 takedown.
Yes, sir.
Have you guys seen the video on that Ruger 1022 that Carolina put out?
That's
Yeah.
a rifle.
I haven't.
It's actually a nice little
Not yet.
takedown rifle.
Pretty cool.
Seeing he finally wised up and went back to a shield or an M&P. So glad he's feeling better.
I'm thinking somebody paid him quite a bit of money.
Can't talk about that.
No, that's a no.
He's in the pocket of Big Rob. See, no denying it from Big Rob, so it's got to be true.
Anywho, got a package.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Are you
From Mr.
brave?
I was thinking that sounded bad when I said that, but yeah, I guess I'm bragging, but because I won a prize, so picked that up today.
So, Lee, Thoughts of an Old Soldier says, hello, New York Outcast.
Hello, Lee. Hello, everybody. So I can't see the chat anymore, so
Yeah,
hello.
I know. I
Thanks
figured
for
you
joining.
couldn't. I figured you couldn't see the chat because you're probably on your cell phone. So, I figured I'd.
Could have popped in on time, but I was stuck in the car, and it's just windows down, too much damn noise. Ran out to the barbecue pit. Oh, that stuff was good.
So the wife told you to go get dinner?
Pretty much. She was like, "Where are you taking me?" And I was like, let's go get barbecue. So, get there, get in line. And it's messed up. They got a whole outside seating area. It's all taped off. Can't even sit there. Like, damn. So, standing there, and then the guy comes out. He's like, "Bad news, people." And we're all just looking at him like, "What?" He's like, "I'm out of salt potatoes." And I was like, as long as you got chicken. And like one guy laughed and everybody else was scared to laugh, but they were all smirking like crazy. It was funny as hell. I thought it was funny. A few of us thought it was funny. More people laughed.
I would have been laughing my ass off if I would have been there.
I had to drive to go there too. It's not like it's here and just actually towns away, but whatever.
I took the wife to barbecue yesterday. Got her some jalapeno poppers. Yeah.
They got that at a barbecue place? But
Hell
that was
yeah.
like a Burger King and freezer section thing.
No. These guys, they grill the jalapenos and pack them full of cream cheese and little bacon bits.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no breading on them, nothing. It's just jalapeno, cream cheese, and bacon. You can get them once a week on Fridays. That's it. After 3 p.m. Not 2:59, 3 p.m.
Wow. They're strict over there, huh?
Well, it's their like daily special. I mean, you can go and get whatever else you want from their menu, but if you want the poppers, you're going to be there at 3 o'clock, and they only do a certain amount. When they sell out, they sell out. They're done for the day.
Sounds like a challenge.
They're delicious. $3 for 6 poppers. Well, Carolina, if you're still here, go ahead, plug your channel on anything you got going on before you bail out of here.
Yeah, man. Nice to see you again and hear from you again. Like I said, been busy, but as usual, thank you again for the invite and everything. Make sure to check everybody out. Yeah, if there's anybody in the chat as well, if they got a YouTube channel, make sure to follow them as well. As usual, check out everything. Follow me, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know how it goes. And follow me on Instagram as well because I do giveaways every month. So check out on that. Make sure to follow me there. So that's pretty much it, man. Y'all have a good one.
Yep. Be safe.
Drive careful.
Take care, man.
Later.
Yep. So, and it was 3. So I see last night somebody gave you a little plug on your displays.
Oh, really? I didn't notice. Thank you, whoever somebody is. I appreciate that.
That would have been the Gun Snob.
Aha. Okay.
Of all people, the Gun Snob decided he was going to give you a shout out on Gizzard Gary's live stream last night during Show Us Your Guns.
Well, that's cool. See, people say a lot of things about him, but I don't think he's that bad.
I put the link for RNL Displays. That's Rob's display company.
Yep. Use code OUTCAST if it's still available for 10% off.
Yep, still available.
Okay.
If you give me a minute, I'll show you a picture. I just got to get it from my phone to my computer. You can keep talking, though.
Were you asking me if I received something earlier, DM?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was DJ or something. I don't know. He was like,
Yeah,
what?
DJ had commented like right above me.
Okay.
Did you
My
get
fault then for all the confusion. Yes, I did.
Did you get the pictures
Sorry.
I emailed?
That I don't know. I
Oh.
can check on that. I'm sure if he emailed them, I probably did.
So yeah, and you have, if you can use them at all for anything, go ahead and you have full permission.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah, it helps considering, what I can legally have here and put on a stand versus what people can put on them in other states. So definitely helps with the photos.
I'm telling you, you may reach out to Gun Snob because, unfortunately, I got to give him credit. The one he showed last night would probably be looking pretty pimp on the website.
Nice. Keep an eye out. I'll have to go check it out. Finally got a stripper clip. You see that?
Yep.
Quite dark. Yeah. Oh,
So-
yeah, pink too.
So, Rob, we've got a question from Thoughts of an Old Soldier. He
All
says,
right.
would the stands work with a Mini 14?
That I'm not familiar with, honestly. I would say no at this point because I haven't tried one. I know those mags are different, I believe. So unless it's smaller or similar in shape to the AR mag, it'd be questionable. So I'd hate to tell you that it might work or should work. I don't know. It wasn't designed for it, and I haven't tried to fit one on, so I honestly can't say.
So we have been infiltrated by the Guns and Barbecue.
Evening.
Welcome. So in about an hour, you're going to do your inaugurate or your very first Saturday barbecue chat.
Yes.
So
Should be a good time. I'm trying to get a panel together right now of people that are, barbecue fans and, know what they're talking about in a sense, know their way around the pit a bit. So we'll see what we have show up for the panel. I don't know.
I don't know if TPC is available, but he.
Oh, yeah, I need to email him, see if he wants in. Because he'd be a good one.
Yeah, he definitely knows how to cook. So
Yeah,
I can't help you with the cooking, but I could sure eat it.
I sent out links to Gizzard, Clover, Midnight, Black Cat, and Roll Call. I know I've seen Roll Call cooking some pork shoulders before, so.
So I gotta add. So that is one of the stands from R&L Displays.
Yeah, that's the Gunstock one.
300 blackout. Nope.
No, that's Grendel. 6.5 Grendel.
So Patriot in the Dark says if you use code PITD, Rob will add $20 to the order instead of subtracting any money. So that is a bonus code. Just thought I'd share that for you guys.
And I've got a picture of the black one too here.
So Andrew Faulkner says that Guns and Barbecue have put out the best shout out video ever this morning. So I don't know if I'd be a little biased.
It's pretty cool.
Might be
Put the flag in the back and stuff.
Those are two of the pics that I sent you.
Cool.
So those UTG sites, flip up sites on there?
These are Dagger Defense.
How are you liking those? Because I've looked at a pair recently, and I was like, it might be worth trying.
It's okay, nothing real special. I got them mainly because they're red.
I got Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I haven't really used them. When I went to the range, I more sighted in the red dot, but I was indoors, so it was only like 40, 50 feet.
Gotcha.
So Ozzy's asking if you have started stands with the Glock mags yet.
I am working on those. I did purchase Glock mag, unfortunately.
He's been
got it cut out all ready to go, but I got to run it. I'm hoping to take it over to the gun shop and talk to the guy and see if he'll let me fondle a gun and see if I can stuff it in the mag well and how it goes. But we'll see.
Yep. So
basically, once I know the mag works right and whatnot, then I can worry about the base connection or whatever. So at this point, I do have a few cutout blinks. I've also got a AK as well. So, which that one I'm not as far along on yet. So I had to do another batch of the AR ones, which actually I'm technically still working on in between jobs and everything. And like I said, Glock should be probably the next one, and AK probably right after that. if it works out, because the AKs, like I could actually make those to lock in, but that's a little more time consuming. But I don't know how the weight's going to sit on that, because with the ARs, some people may notice they don't always sit like level. Depending on the weight of the gun, it might be a little off to the front or something. So they're all tested here with my AR, and they all sit level, but other people got bigger barrels on theirs and this and that or whatever, so or longer, I should say. So I think it kind of the weight depends kind of. So and with the AK, I'm not sure how the balance is going to sit there either. So we'll have to see. Locking in might be the way it has to go with an AK.
Well, if it's an AK, it needs to be crooked and offset.
Yeah, it kind of actually does. Kind of got to be at an angle.
Just put a few feet of duct tape in with the packaging.
There you go.
It would be helpful. So, Rob has a statement for you. It's on the screen there, Rob. Or Rich. Sorry, Rich has a statement for Rob. Damn people with R names.
Yeah, I fondle guns.
So Ozzy says, cool. My Ruger Charger would look good on one. So
oh, I'm working on it. Like I said, I just gotta see what I have, if that works or not, and then make any changes, and then make a jig for that with the right angles and whatnot, blah blah blah. So once I figure, like, it's not too long once I got a working prototype, I guess you could say.
I don't know. My G23 may look good on one.
Yeah, just send that to me. I could use that template.
I'm sorry, because my mags are 13 rounders, which is standard capacity. I don't have any 10 rounders.
Fine, just spray a little spray foam in the bottom. Put 10 in spray foam, and then it'll be fine. I don't need to use it anyway. As long as you can't put more than 10 in there, it's not a problem.
Wouldn't it just be easier to put even if you put you could put a pin in
No,
at the 11.
No. You sending me a gun would be the easiest way to go about it. Let's not get crazy here.
Yeah. Let me hop right on that one. How about I send you a P80 frame? I'll send you a P80 frame.
It's got to be complete. It's got to be genuine. Yeah, got to be able to, slide things in there, see how they intertwine, and if there's any problems, if anything's too snug.
With it going to your PO box, I'd have to send it as a P80, even if it had just the lower parts kit along with it.
I'll give you an address to one of my neighbors that are never home in school.
You're right. Going order on the first, Rob. If it works with my Mini 14, I'll let you know. If it don't, I'll give it to my son for his AR.
Oh, cool.
So that's from Lee from Thoughts of an Old Soldier. So.
Well, thank you. Hopefully you'll enjoy it.
I guess we lost. Ozzy says the only Glock mags he have are 30 rounders. .30 rounders. It's a 9mm. It should be a 33 rounder. Unless maybe it's an ETS. That might be a 30 rounder.
I got a dilemma, guys. My daughter got me a gift, but it's a picture, and I don't like the damn picture. What do I do?
Put it in the garage.
I can't do that.
What's it a picture of?
Hang it in the garage.
One of those, like, I don't know, thick ones or whatever, but
you could
people
easily
say I looked like Tiger Woods when she was printing it out, and I think I looked like crap. I got like giant Adam's apple, the buck teeth going on here. I was right in mid smile. You know, nobody's supposed to do that shit, but they did. And like everybody loved it, but I look like a goofball, man. Come on, what the hell?
I do see. I
Can
do
I
see.
Photoshop that?
I do see the Tiger Woods on cocaine and look.
Great, thanks.
It's a compliment.
It's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's nice. It's just, you know how it is with your own picture. You like to approve those before you hang them on the goddamn wall.
Yeah. You know what? Think about the fact she took the time to go and have that picture developed.
I know. Why it's sitting there.
And put it in a frame. She spent her hard-earned money on that to show you how much that she cares for you and her mommy.
Hey, she takes after me. She used a coupon.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that and then probably her discount.
There you go. Like Ozzy says, suck it up.
Damn it. All right. Will do.
But like I said, you could have hung it in the garage, you know. But your cheap ass probably doesn't even have a garage.
Got a carport.
Like I said, your cheap ass doesn't even have a garage. And you're a construction guy.
That's right. Yeah, I only had enough scrap to build that, not a full garage.
Like DJ says, it's a picture of her dad, not you.
Okay. That I can understand. Goofy son of a bitch.
I guess we should change your name from New York Outcast to Cracked Out Tiger.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, let's pass on that one.
Defense Dad says, "Whoa, I leave for an hour and Rob shows up. Yeah, you don't lock the damn door and he just walks right in."
Technically, it was a back window, but you know better than to leave it open.
If you don't lock it,
that's like inviting me in. Come on now.
Well, Lee, she is of dating age. So yes, he can use the baby picture as a payback.
She was cute as hell as a baby. I'd show you a picture, but the lady rearranged the living room, and now it doesn't look like the family lives here anymore. But, looks more like a doctor's office. But the words aren't going to describe it. Never mind.
How about Tiger While Driving for Rob's new name? Comes from Andrew Faulkner.
You know, it's funny because there's been a few times I've been on trips where people just stop and stare at me and stare, and then they walk up and look. And just this last Florida trip, we basically had to haul ass out of a rest stop because like a group of people started walking over, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but it's time to go. But I'm starting to think, you know, a lot of people say that Tiger Woods shit with a hat on, so I don't know. But I swear that's a goofy looking son of a bitch. I don't want to look like him. And the lady says I don't.
So, Wielden Oil Arm says, I see a lot of good reviews on your stand. Are they selling well?
They're selling. Well, my opinion of well would be like sold out. Yeah, I'm staying up all night trying to pump more out. So I would say no on that aspect, but they are selling. So I haven't gotten out like I should to the local gun shops like I initially planned to do the work and whatnot. So I've had some local sales, basically probably more local than online, but it's pretty much through word of mouth and whatnot. So, which people are liking.
So Defense Dad says you could change his name to New York. Grumpy salad eating. Only likes M&P guns, but that's a lot to type.
Nah, I like more guns than that.
Yeah, he likes the shields also.
It's just grumpy stuff. I'm like one of the nicest people on YouTube. I don't know where you're getting this from.
So Mr. Buck says, have Rob take a pic holding a golf club and let the people vote.
Fine. Give me about 10 minutes.
So I bought a holster for the judge. And I put up a question out there for the people on Patreon, and I got a couple responses. So I guess it's going to be set up with the belt loops and not with a paddle shift on there.
Just gonna start carrying that thing around.
Every once in a while.
Got a point to prove, huh?
I figure that might get some notices on Every Second Matters with that big bad boy sitting on the hip. Maybe not.
Yeah.
All I know is when I went into Coastal Farm and Ranch to get the holster. So I went in there. I notified the customer service that I had a firearm to bring in to fit for a holster. And the guy comes out and he's like, well, is the magazine out of it? I was like, well, it's a revolver. He's like, okay, well, is the cylinder empty? I was like, yeah, it's empty. And then I handed him the firearm, and he opens the cylinder, and he's like, damn, this is a nice jug. And as we're walking to the back, he's like, we got some 410 in. So you should pick up some 410 while you're here. It's always nice when they start looking out for you, saying, hey, we got ammo for that nice fine gun. Well, I don't have an 1847 Walker, so I guess I won't be carrying that.
Oh. All right, folks. What do you think? Nothing like Tiger Woods, right?
I don't know. You don't have a white female to hit with the club.
Get over here, woman.
Oh, that was bad of me.
There we go.
So,
About to get my ass kicked.
oh yeah, you are. Yep. I'm gonna have to agree with DJ Play Nice and say not Tiger Woods.
Cool. Not Tiger Woods, they're saying.
I could have told you that.
But we may need to flip the SUV upside down to find out. And now get in an upside down SUV, says Andrew Faulkner.
All right, give me 10 minutes. No.
Oh. So welcome 2A Dave Ramirez. He comes over from the RGG, regular gun guy channel, and Big Dre 357. So welcome. I don't know what we were looking at, but
That was just some next round of mags. Stained. Some of them I had to do a count and screwed up, so I left a couple unstained, but some of the gun stock, some of the black, still got to be polyed though, so.
That gun stock looks really good.
Yeah, it's not bad. The lighting down here is horrible, but I think it's pretty nice, so I don't know.
Kind of looks like a walnut finish.
Yeah. And obviously they light up more once you get the polyurethane on, so which I've been using that one for now, Home Depot, the varnish. Ultimate polyurethane. 4 coats, sanding them down in between, all that good stuff.
So
Got my other little block here that I'm one of them that resembles the other mag. Let's see here.
So, Erstwhile asked if you're making those with a CNC. No, you are. What is that bandsaw you're using?
No CNC. I made a jig, so I'm using I tried an end mill blade bit, and that didn't work well. So basically, I'm just using a drill press with my jig put on it that I'm able to slide by hand as need be. That makes any sense. So it's a series of holes which gets reamed out and then kind of squared out.
Yep. I think if you had a bandsaw, it might be a little easier also, but then you
I've been running jigsaw basically. I've been cutting most of it with either that one that's usually in my truck, or I've had a El Cheapo up here I've used too on a few. So they work fine. It's just the base more solid on the other one, so it's better off. But
yep.
Jigsaw, drill press, tables like bench sander, I guess you could say, hand sanding blocks. I think what else is involved? A bunch of drill bits. Let's see.
I really do hope this adventure of yours making the AR stands takes off, and I'd like to see a lot more of them out there for you.
Yeah. I'll see how it goes. I mean, everybody's not into displaying firearms, so it's just kind of a small market on top of a small market. But figure if it's something I can do on the side when I do have downtime, because I'm not one just to sit around. I got to do something. Gives me, burns off energy, gives me something to do, and who knows, maybe it'll turn out decent. So you never know until you give it a try, I guess.
So are we going to get a discount for like a 2-for-1? Or not 2-for-1, but, if you buy two, maybe you get 30% off?
Buy the first one at regular price, get the second one at regular price.
Now that sounds like a deal.
Yeah, Erstwhile does.
Go ahead.
Erstwhile does CNC machining. His little icon is some super fancy measuring tool.
Yep.
Cool. Well, this is because of what it is. I can do this without one. I think it takes an extra minute, but it would be nice to have. So I do know somebody that built their own. Next time I bump into them, I'll start picking their brain on how much things cost and this and that.
That might be one way of going about it.
Probably. I'm sure it's more affordable, and you can probably make it to how you want it if you're able to build it. But this guy's what he does. He's I don't want to say where he works, but it's government contract place, so he can build what I can't. Put it that way.
So, Defense Dad has a question out there. I'll let you read it. Are you able to see it, Rob?
Yeah, more recent bit, yeah. Well, I've tried a few different ways, and the way I've been doing it was the original cheapest way. Is the way I've been getting it out uniformly good, I should say. So, and I've had trouble finding bits, certain types of bits, even an end mill bit I had to order off online because I couldn't find just the size I need without getting like a whole set of something. So, something I can look into.
You don't have a Harbor Freight close by you?
Yeah, but they don't. But I believe they don't carry. I think they have like an end mill kit or something like that, but it's a big kit or whatever. But I'm looking for like just a specific size, so I'm not looking for kits on anything. So I don't know. And honestly, if Harbor Freight would work, that's fine. But I usually don't take that route with my construction side of life, I guess. Normally, I'd order a better tool for this, if that makes sense. So, the bits I ordered. So,
well, you get what you pay for when it comes to certain things. But there, I've had good experiences and bad experiences with some of the stuff that from Harbor Freight. So I understand what you're saying. There are certain things that you go with, your bigger brand names like DeWalt or Milwaukee or other brands.
Yeah, I try to go by results in a lot of cases. So my tools don't match. A lot of people have like DeWalt everything or this or that, but I go with the best ratings, RPM, horsepower, all that type of stuff at the time. And that's usually what I run with, and it works out well. So I did with my impact driver, which was Porter cable. So things may have changed, but that stomped DeWalt's ass when you looked at the contractor one. So the regular one was like the same as DeWalt, or maybe a little weaker, but they've got the ones that were black batteries and then red batteries. The red batteries are more like the construction guy or whatever. And that thing's taken a beat, and I've dropped it off roofs, all types of stuff, and it's still together years later, and the batteries are still holding up quite well too. When I got it, I was able to put 400 and some odd screws, 420, 430, inch and a half roofing metal screws with where they start. Get
the self-tapping
metal with the screw, and the rubber gasket off from one battery. So I haven't tested that since. I've done it recently, but I didn't keep count. I will on the next one just to see if, how the batteries are still going. But things worked great so far. And a lot of the DeWalt guys, once they used it, they got all jealous, and everybody went out with a lot of my friends and all bought the same shit I had. So I don't think it's name, you got to see what's, look at the numbers. That's the way I look at it. So a good brand with good numbers, you're good to go.
So Erstwhile says, what size end mills do you need? I keep hundreds in stock. So that might be something you might talk with them offline. So that, you keep
however, he's willing to email or whatever. I mean, I did pick some up. They were the long shaft 3/8, and but the way I was doing it on a press, it didn't seem to work out too well for me for some reason. So, and I got four flute, I think is the one I went with. So I don't know if it's something to do with that or not. I don't know. With that, I'm not great. I'm not a machinist per se. So.
Yep. So we got Mr. CB out there, another fellow Oregonian. So welcome, brother. One of these times when when the wife's not around, I may have to order one of those stands so I don't get in trouble.
Listen, when it comes to those stands, doesn't matter what she says. Grow a pair, okay? Have some go home. Anything else, listen to the lady. No.
Rob says don't listen to you and just go ahead and order the stand. But for everything else, I should listen to you.
Excuse
Now you're in trouble there, Rob.
Now think about that. Everything else, that's worth the money for the stand. Come on. You know the things she could have you doing later?
He says you got to think about it. Everything else has got to be worth the money to spend on the stand. If I'm going to listen to everything else.
Yeah. If you could promise me that you're going to do that. Heck yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
So, how much crap will you take for your friends, buddy?
It seems like quite a bit. So,
Not depending on your wife, it might not be worth it.
So, Erst says a 2 flute would give you better results in wood.
Nice. Yeah, it's nice. And that I'd be willing to try to see, because the initial kind of break-in seemed a little tricky with the 4 flute. So, and well, not tricky, but I don't know. It was a little rougher than I'd expected with a jig. So I was kind of shocked. So maybe it's something to do with wood, or I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a specialist in that field, I should state. So
Rich White threw out the R&L display link. So I know it's been put out there a few times. So Patriot says you definitely can get the discount. Just don't let Rob know you're a blind guy or know me.
yeah, damn Patriot. Every time I turn around, he's always looking for the light switch on my lady's shirt. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, what can you say?
Well, I tell you, you'll never see him be more lost than surrounded around gorgeous women.
So take him to a strip club and tell him that there's one
You'll
single
never get him out of there.
somewhere.
Actually, that's not true. You just got to say, "Hey, is that your kid outside?" And he'll disappear quick.
Oh, are you sure? Have you tested this theory?
I can neither confirm or deny. Let's just say he gets around.
Ooh. So Andrew says, I will pay you extra to make Patriots pink.
I wouldn't do that to him. No.
Oh.
But I'll take the cash and say I did.
Oh. Of course. So.
Patriot, I think he wants the raw deal.
That sounds so wrong.
So he can put his own, custom touch to it.
Then Patriot says with purple pinstripes. I'm thinking he's down for letting you have pink as long as you put purple pinstripes on there.
Shit, I can bejewel it up for you too if you want. Or bedazzle, whatever they call that.
Who knows? Yep. Put USMC on there.
Yeah, or dip it in melted crayons. So you'll just go crazy licking it all day.
Yep. So, do we have anything else we want to discuss, or do we want to bail at 2 hours?
It's up to you. I can talk if you got a topic. Other than that, I'm just killing time and bullshitting. So, your call. I got an order from Optics Planet, and it only took like 2 weeks. Woohoo!
Yeah, what'd you order?
The Gerber I can't remember, LEM or something like that, infantry, 6-blade knife in OD green. Can't think of what the letters are. It's L something. LEM, LME, I don't know. Pretty nice. Came in nice and sharp. I was able to just slice a callus right off my hand with it out the box. It was like, oh, nice. So, it's a plus. Came in good shape, all that type of stuff. It's like a whole kit, so you can wear it 3 or 4 or 5 different ways, depending how you go about it. So, comes with straps for your leg, your calf or thigh, like a drop down, or horizontal on your belt, or mounts to a plate carrier. So it comes with all the mounting system and whatnot. So it seemed pretty cool.
Oh, I'm just gonna keep laughing.
So look, USCM, I got it, man. I got it. That's funny. That kind of hurts because I can't spell for shit. And I was in the Army. So what the hell, man?
So I made a comment last
Punching
night.
below the belt.
I made a comment last night over on Gizzard's chat. And the one time I did not ask the wife how to spell a word. I friggin' thinking, oh, I know how to spell this. I turned out anti-Semitic.
That's funny.
Oh,
Putting those snakes on the rabbi.
it was a bobcat.
Oh, bobcat on the rabbi.
Because
LMF, if anybody's wondering.
yeah, I said that there was a video of a husband who threw a bobcat that had rabies, but I spelled rabbi. Yep, the bobcat had a rabbi.
Yeah.
Nice looking knife.
Yeah. So it came with the straps. It's got a little rubber on here so it doesn't ride up and down on your pant legs, which is always nice if you're doing anything on your pant legs like that. $100 wine voucher. I don't know what that's all about, but that came with it. Sticker. Got a 15% coupon. Let's see if I can pull that out. And a nice American-made blade there. In Portland, Oregon.
I don't know. I'm not so sure that's American made.
Some of them are. It even says on the box here. This one's American made. The sheath is assembled in America with parts from
I'm just saying the fact that
U.S. and foreign parts. The sheath with the blade itself is supposed to be U.S. made.
If it was done in Portland.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying now. Yeah. If you want to call that America, but got a little knife sharpener built into it. They actually have a really nice survival one like this that was actually a lot cheaper. It's almost the same damn blade. We set no serrations, and doesn't have the black coating. But it comes with a lanyard with a whistle built in. It has a knife sharpener and a fire starter, and it has something else, and it's like 50 some odd bucks. So I almost bought it for my daughter until I seen the size of it, and I was like, "Oh shit, she can't carry that."
Oh, so
it's half the size of her leg. So,
so it's a Portland special.
Well, I don't know. I assume the other one's made in.
Comes with a fire starter, a whistle.
And this here is supposed to be a hammerhead on this, so that I wouldn't use it unless I had to. But what do they call it? A glass breaker.
I would say it might be good for breaking glass.
Yeah.
So Bald says, "Is that Gerber?"
Yes, it is. Well, this box came in a box like the size of a freaking strut. I couldn't believe it from Optics Planet. It's like a 2 foot by, 2 foot long box, probably by, 10 inches wide, 10 by 10 by 2 feet. It's amazing. Couldn't believe the size of the damn box.
Those are some fancy Browning socks you got there.
Yes, they are.
Yes, you sent me a bunch.
One of those from somebody on this panel here. Some crazy mouse guy. A nice multi-tool for the guy that doesn't use multi-tools, but I will use it.
Ooh, just a Cabela special.
Yeah. Definitely at least keep it in the bag or whatever.
Ooh, Marvin the Martian.
There you go. Socks, pocket Constitution, and a couple of those actually. I didn't realize there was 2. Stripper clips. I don't know. I didn't really go through this yet. Well, there's nothing bad in here.
No.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it's 23 show, right?
Right?
Sweet. Just a little note there.
Handwritten note.
Some stickers. Yeah, personal touch on it. Oh, man.
Yep.
Well, that's
Clover
like
Tack.
autographed or what?
Clover Tack and Ghost Tactical did that, 2019 for the 2020 or the 2019 SHOT Show? I think that was. It was the last year they did before, or it was the 2020 SHOT Show right before. So, yep, it is hand signed at least by one of them. Should be hand signed by them. Mine is.
That's cool. Glock. This guy.
Yep.
Oh, there's a good one. Man, some might say it's the best for last, but I think that's debatable.
Yeah. There's that G23 sticker.
Well, make an M on that. And
Hey,
fine.
that sticker would never have been printed if it wasn't for Foss telling me who did his so that I could go and order some.
Nice.
So
So he gets you the deal, the hookup.
hey, those were not that expensive. I'm telling you. I think 150 stickers. I think they were like 40, 50
Big
cents a
ass
sticker.
box for a night.
It was something like
40
40 or
cents.
50. Yeah, I think 40 or 50 cents a sticker, something like that. It was dirt cheap. Compared
That's
to
probably, I think, about normal, actually, from what I've seen looking around. I got stickers I'm using for labels that I think I'm paying 40 cents a piece for that are a lot bigger. So I don't know.
well, you can pick
But
your own
You never
size.
know.
You know, you
And
can
it's the
pick.
same cost either way.
Yeah, I think it was the same, or maybe it was it was more based upon the quantity you bought. The more you bought, the less the sticker cost became.
Okay.
Because
I can't recall what I paid for mine off the top of my head, but I think they're about 40 cents a piece for like a 2x4 with 3 colors, I think it is.
yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna order just like 50 stickers just to try it out, but when the price, the more you got, the cheaper it became. It was like, okay, well, I could order 150 and save money over ordering 50 stickers. So my cheap ass decided to order 150 stickers and save money.
Yeah. Well, it's a decent looking sticker, so no complaints there.
So, yep. Gotta thank Mr. Foss. So,
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Foss.
Oh, you're welcome.
And to make
Thank
sure
you.
I got down there before they closed today, just to double check. Sure
So,
enough, it was there.
Artak and Daughters, you should have my email address. Email me and I'll send you the information for the company that Foss and I used. So,
Cool.
yeah, I mean, they have a lot of different options of stickers and how you want them done, stuff like that. I went with a little fancier, having it done so that like it was cut out just like my logo.
How much extra they charge you for that?
Like the ones like Foss, I think were based on quantity. I think they were like 3 or 5 cents cheaper per sticker.
Foss's is cut out like that too. Like the backer is the shape of the sticker.
Yeah.
I figured I don't know. draw it with crayon, my logo, so everyone's different, mail it out to you, and then you can just put a piece of double-sided tape on it and call it a sticker.
So, Bald says, I need a sticker that says "F you Como, I'm out." I'll put it on the back of U-Haul 2 years from now when I move out.
Yeah. I had a piss on Obama sticker. Calvin pissing on Obama on my truck for the longest. I was thinking of just scraping off Obama and putting Cuomo in there, but I ended up just taking it all off.
So have you any of you guys seen the stickers where it says fuck you, or it says fuck Joe in the hoe, and fuck is spelled out using different firearms?
No.
There's a few vehicles around here that have those stickers on them, and the wife's like, quite a few. The F is like an AR. The U is two revolvers sitting handle to handle. So the cylinders are on the sides with the barrels pointed up. The C is two semi-automatics, like in a mirror. So you got one upright, one upside down, and again they're magazine to magazine. And then of course your K is another AR. So it looks kind of cool.
That's cool. Nothing I'd put on my car. I like the meaning in a sense, but yeah, can't have the word fuck written on the side of my vehicle. So
Yeah.
doesn't look professional when you're doing an estimate. Yeah, I got a nice sticker I always wanted to put on my bike, but having young kids, I couldn't do that either. So it's just not something I wanted to explain to them.
Yeah. I had a sticker that I was gonna put on my bike that said, if you value your life as much as I value this bike, you won't touch it. Then I've kind of thought about it and said, yeah, anything happens and I'm gonna, that's just right there, so I didn't put it on there.
Get all that.
Yep.
But I was like, yeah, I don't need the kids seeing that. Still kept it. One of these days, I'm putting it on there.
Yeah, you'll have some explaining to do to your wife.
She's cool.
Or like the old saying, ask or ask for cash, no one writes for free.
Yeah. I wouldn't put that on either.
I've seen it. I've seen that on a couple vehicles running around down here too. So, you have any pro or anti gun legislation in your state about to kick you in the face?
No idea. I'd assume so, being New York, but honestly, no idea. Been too tied up with work, and I really don't watch the news, and I've been dodging most of the political stuff lately.
Yeah.
got blueberries, raspberries, and another kind of berry in there.
Dingleberry?
No, blackberry.
Oh,
No, I have no idea on what's going on in New York State. Honestly,
so
I don't even want to say my opinion, but
when are you moving
I don't
to?
care what some of these people had to say anymore.
When are you moving to North Carolina?
Don't know that I am. I know basically we're definitely looking to move. Pretty much as soon as I get an opening with work in between contracts, we can take a ride somewhere and go scout around. So that was the plan. And shoot, that money's gotten dusty. It's been sitting around for so long. Basically all set to go. Just got to clear it with work. Go check different places out. I want to go spend a day or two in some of the areas that we're looking at. So get a feel for the place, go around, personally check in, maybe some places for employment, things like that. Before we obviously just uproot everything and go somewhere we've never been, in a sense. So obviously a couple days doesn't give you a good gist, but it'll give me a good layout and feel for the place. And that's kind of the idea.
Yep. There's a few states that I've been looking at. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Tennessee, one of them. It's one of them on our list.
Yes, kind of, I guess. It's not one of the super front runners, but it is on there. Missouri is on there. I've been looking at maybe North Carolina. I'm not sure. There's a few of them that are, going a lot more 2A friendly. And so definitely looking at those states as front runners.
Is that all you're considering when moving is your
Nope.
Second Amendment?
Nope.
Okay.
Jobs. Job
Right.
locate, what kind of jobs there are, and stuff like that. Cost of living. There's things I'm looking at. Housing, land, stuff like that. There's a bunch of different factors that I'm looking at.
Yeah, me too. Codes, regulations, all that type of stuff. What's required for me to start a business there or transfer a business, or how all that's going to work. All types of crap. So it's a lot of information. When you're looking, you don't have this fee, but now you have these fees, or you don't need this, but you got to have a license for that, or blah blah blah. It's a lot of back and forth stuff.
So, Bald says Knoxville, Tennessee area. I'll meet you there.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yep. Yeah, there's a few places out there in Mo that I've been looking. And so again, trying to get the wife on board.
Well, I've been saying it in the chats, and a couple people out there said they're in. I don't know, but could always chip in on an island, international waters, do what we want. You know what I'm saying? You can have
Hey.
your side, I can have mine, whatever. We'll put a fence across. Yeah, no big deal.
Shooting range in the middle.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know if the middle's the best idea. Well, maybe. See how many residents we get on the island first.
Well, no, we have to make sure we leave enough room that we have a shooting
Oh,
range.
yeah. Definitely.
I guess we could put a floating shooting range.
Well, see, the idea is we can make the island bigger with all the riffraff that washes in. Yeah. You just, almost like they did with New York City, we'll just keep extending out the trash and we'll just get more ground and ground. And we'll be good to go. Next thing you know, everybody will be trying to come to our place. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Call it like Little America or something.
But oh,
Going under the Constitution, but we'll save all the political bullshit.
thought Seven Old Soldier says I grew up in Chattanooga, which is okay, but land taxes are a bit high there. So, yep. Well, you want to go ahead, plug anything you got going on, Riggs? Or fuck, Rob.
So I wish I was rich. Rich white guy. Shit. I got nothing. There's the if you're interested in a display stand, you know where to go with that. R&L Displays. Other than that, obviously, subscribe to the panelists that were here and all that good stuff. And have a great day, people.
Yep. Mr. Foss, you got anything to talk about before we get out of here?
Well, check out anybody who's been on the panel today. Check out their channel, or anybody that's been on the side chat. There's been links out there earlier, or start making videos yourself, because you never know who wants to hear what you have to say.
Exactly. And everyone, if you're awake at 1 a.m., check out DM Foss's channel. He'll be doing a live stream. If you're not awake at 1 a.m., check it out in replay, because I think it's going to be a good one tonight. I could be a little biased on the thumbnail. So,
Well, let's not get their expectations too high.
yeah. So, I know. I think Guns and Barbecue is going to be going live in about 6 minutes. If you want to talk about barbecue and food, so that's a good option. I think Rich White is going to be at 6:05 p.m. Pacific, 9:05 Eastern. Going to be doing a wrestling chat.
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh boy, get your baby oil and spandex.
Yeah, not sure if Big Dre 357 is still live, but that's definitely an option also. If you're not subscribed to Big Dre 357, you can always tell him that I sent you. So be safe, and we shall see you next Saturday evening.
Bye-bye.